Hey, hello, and welcome to Show and Tell. It's me, guest host John Park, and you are here just in the nick of time to catch a bunch of really cool projects and things that people have elected to come on and show and tell. One of the things I'm going to show and tell is I just noticed today that we can do automatic background blurring here in StreamYard now, which is fun. But if you move real quick, you can reveal the trick and see sharp stuff back there. So I'm going to be self-amusing with that. But you don't have to. You can instead be amused by all the cool stuff that our guests have brought on. So to start off, we're going to head over to Las Vegas, Nevada, and our good friend from Digi-Key, Kevin Walseth.
Hey, JP, how you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I am good. I am not in Minnesota where it is I think minus 15 below right now or something crazy like that.
Yeesh.
I'm in Las Vegas and I'm attending CES.
Right on.
The first event I've been to in a few years, and it's different. But what I really want to share with you guys, first off, thank you for 2021. It was a great year for Digi-Key. Everybody from Adafruit, the entire Adafruit community, you guys are all fantastic. I'm not sure what we sold with inventory constraints, but we had a really good year. So thank you, everybody.
Excellent.
And we're hoping inventory gets better and better as we go through 2022. So what I want to share with you, what did I see at CES this year? What's big? What's driving innovation for the next 2022 and beyond? One of the coolest things I saw today, and I saw it at a number of booths, is artificial intelligence. You walk by these booths and they have cameras set up with age recognition. And there was one where I turned sideways and it would recognize that I was wearing a backpack. And it had a 65% chance that was a backpack. It was really cool to see how people are using artificial intelligence in different ways. Another company had an assembly management setup where if you had to put 20 bolts onto, you're building a motor, and for some reason you missed one, this AI would detect it and it would not let the conveyor belt move forward. It's just,
oh, wow.
They had 1.5 millimeter range of accuracy. So it was unbelievable. And then, of course, electric vehicles. There's so many companies making electric vehicles that I've never heard of. It was pretty interesting.
And is that a range of from scooters or smaller up through cars and construction vehicles? Like what kind of stuff are people making?
It was everything. There was a lot of scooters. There was more consumer vehicles than I've ever seen. And there was even like 5 or 6 different semi-tractors and semi-trucks, even like combines and excavator equipment. It was crazy. And then the third thing I wanted to hit on is, how do you make everything low energy? I mean, that's the big thing. We want to use as little power and get the most bang for our buck. So basically, I wanted to come on and thank everybody for a great 2021. We're looking forward to 2022. We're glad it's here. And I look forward to another great year spending Wednesdays with all of you fine folks.
Likewise. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thanks for coming on, and look forward to talking to you when you're back home and probably comfortably warm inside your house and not out in that awful weather. All right.
Correct. Take care.
Take care. All right. Next up, we got our own Dan Halbert. Hey, Dan.
Hi, everybody. I've got my friend Einstein here.
Hey, Al.
Walking some of the mess on the bed. And so what I'm going to show you today is I'd like to show you another demo under the continuing saga of how to use async I/O, how to do cooperative multitasking in CircuitPython. So we have kind of a canonical example here, which is a NeoPixel animation. You can see it spinning around here. And we like to control like the direction and how fast and how slow it goes. And normally that involves like monitoring buttons inside a loop. It's kind of painful. But if instead we look at writing this using async I/O tasks, you can kind of break it up into nice pieces and have it really more modular than you had before. So for instance, we've got NeoPixel stuff here. Notice I've got this is a non sequitur, but I've got a piece of paper over this because it's much easier to see the NeoPixel ring when it's got a little diffuser. So that's a hint for anybody who's doing a demo. And I got the brightness turned down to 3%. So we have a little bit of shared state here. We have a CircuitPython class called controls, and it remembers whether or not you're running in reverse, and it remembers how long a delay there is between the steps of the animation. That's all it does. It's just a little bit of state. And we've got a classic rainbow cycle, pixel animation here that's running all the time that uses the values here to decide which direction to go and how long to wait. Like it's sleeping for the wait time. And then we've got 2 pin monitoring things here. One monitors a direction button, so you can flip the direction, and the other monitors 2 buttons to make it slow down or speed up. And all these things they use the keypad module, which is new in CircuitPython, relatively new, past few months. And they change the values that are in this object here. So then we start 3 async tasks, one for to monitor the direction button, one to monitor the speed button, and one to monitor and one to actually do the work. And we set them running, and they talk to each other. So if I press like the button here, you can see it go in the other direction. And if I press these buttons, like I can press the slower button, you can keep getting slower and slower and slower.
Great.
And it's not
awesome.
Profound, except
it is
much easier to write this code than it was before.
It is always hard for me to do this kind of stuff, honestly. This is profound for me because it's sort of the core of so many of the projects that I want to build. Is I just need some things happening that are essentially happening at the same time, and it is always such a challenge for me to code my way out of that sort of one thing at a time that normally is going on. So
exactly. So we hope that this will serve as a canonical example. This is going to be a canonical example. We'll put in a bunch of guides. Kattni's going to work on synthesizing this for each board.
Yeah,
so that's
really
the
excited
idea
about
here. Look for it on the Async.io Crawford multitasking guide in a few days.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you for all the work that went into making this as seemingly easy as you've made it for the user, because I know under the hood it's anything but, right, to get
we
this
can also thank the
stuff.
MicroPython people who did a lot of the work on this.
Yeah.
So appreciate that.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Very excited about
You're
this.
welcome.
Thanks, Dan. All right. We'll see you next time. Way cool. All right. Let me bring on Noe and Pedro. Hey, guys.
Hey, JP. Hey, happy 2022. Almost said one.
Same to you. Yeah. Happy 2020.
Another hug to Dan, man. Dude, we are going to definitely use that in some sort of prop or some sort of enclosure, something, dude. That is too freaking awesome. So easing into 2022, Lamar found these that, she's always seen all the trends going on Twitter. There were a bunch of people posting these little earbud like holders. And then I was like, I'll put that on the project list. It's pretty cool. It was in Basecamp. And then my freaking earpods went right through the wash.
No.
If anybody wondering, it is $80 for one of those stupid little things. So
oh man,
I had to fork it over. But now I will be wearing these, because if I had these, took them off, put them in my pocket, I definitely would have saw that. So these are all the Ninja Flex 3 printed, so they're nice and flexible.
Show it overhead.
And of course, the other thing Lamar wanted to show off is that fairies come in all different colors. So we got all these skin tone colors in the Adafruit shop. We have like the almond peach and the I think it's caramel candy is what my color is. And then I forget what the darker ones are. But of course, it can be like purple, like I don't know, Avatar or something, or green, Baby Yoda. But yeah, done a couple of different cosplay ideas to go ahead and hold on to your whatever earbuds. Some of the ones that she linked to, they all came with like their own earbud, and we're like, people already have their own, so we wanted to design something that you could use with earbuds you already have. So
that's great.
Of course, all Fusion, you can edit the files that are just Bezier curves that you can edit to whatever pointiness or the ear shape and whatnot. And they fit like the pros and the second gen and the third gen
cool
earpods. So nice, simple little project that would have definitely been useful last week for me. So check that out. Learn guide and all the files are up on the learning system.
Yeah, maybe if someone's customizing that, they could add a little notch for their N95 masks to hook onto as well. So you've got a little ear relief.
Yeah. Wish I thought of that.
User mod. It'll be a user
Yeah,
bar.
there you go.
Very
So,
nice.
yeah,
Well, thanks for bringing those
showed
up.
off all the 3D stuff on 3D Hangout, so check that out. And I think I was doing like a layer by layer on some printing stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, CircuitPython.
yeah,
Cool.
So thanks. So we got
Super. See you guys.
Thanks, JP.
All right. So let's see. We've got about 20 minutes left. So if everyone could take just a couple minutes, we have quite a few people to show off your project. We'll move through them fairly quick so that we can then have time to get to Ask an Engineer, which is going to be up next. So let's bring on our own Jepler next. And oh, you just moved. There you are. Hello. I am not hearing you. I do not hear you. I'll go to the next person. We'll come back to you. All right. How about ToddBot? Let's bring on ToddBot here. Hey, Todd.
Hey. So you may recall I was playing around with putting the Mozzie Arduino synth library on this thing.
Very cool.
I've now been putting it on the much more powerful and much smaller CircuitPy, or Seeds Zhao. And let me switch my camera so I can actually show you this and have them play. And so here it is. Just plug it in, get a little power, turn it on. And this one I call 80s Dystopia.
Oh, it's ominous.
Very ominous. And it's just an algorithmic synth program that plays. And then this one
Love it.
is called basically the same circuit, just the CircuitPy, the jack, and a resistor and a capacitor. This one, whoop, wrong way around, I call 80s Chase.
Yes. Get to the speedboat.
Yeah. so that's what these things are. A lot of fun. Mozzie is a great library, but it is sort of like, a 10-year-old library that is made back in the 8-bit days of Arduino. And so it shows a little bit of its age, but it works pretty well. And for a little tiny, $5 microcontroller, you can make synthesizers out of them, which is pretty cool.
Super fun. And I love the idea of just carrying a collection of songs that's each just on a different hardware project on a breadboard.
Yeah, which do you feel,
80s Chase for sure. Thanks, Todd.
Cheers.
All right, let's try again with Jepler.
All right, is there audio this time?
I hear you.
Hey! That'll teach me to come to a different computer. I was a little bit scrambling. But anyway, I put a 3D printing guide up on the Adafruit Learn system last week. And it is this little thing. It is a 3D printed lamp.
Beautiful.
No microcontrollers inside, just 3 meters of LED strips. And then you can dim it, with the little variable power supply from the Adafruit store. So I can't get this in frame and turn it, but you can turn it to any brightness, and there's no flicker. And anyway, if you think this is interesting, you can check out the guide on Adafruit Learn System.
Very cool. And that's a set of 3D printable parts that you've assembled?
So there's 12 prints around the outside, and you stuff the LED strip up them carefully, wire them all onto a board at the bottom, and just stick in your barrel jack power supply. And I'd love it if somebody would figure out how to make it a ceiling lamp.
Oh yeah.
But as it is, it just sits on a desk and looks bright.
Oh, it's beautiful. Really gorgeous. Thanks for putting that together and for sharing the guide. And I look forward to seeing some remakes with that. All right. Don't blind yourself.
See you around, JP.
Bye. All right. Next up, we got Foamy Guy, who is a pair of cameras. Hey.
Hello, JP. So I also owe a hug for this one to Noah and Pedro, who made the CAD files. They make CAD files for lots of the Adafruit parts. I was able to import the CAD file from the Feather RP2040 into Minecraft, and then I did a little bit of decorating on it, turned it pink to match the pink feather that I have hooked up to it. And then I thought it would be cool if we could kind of link the two together. So I have written a plugin for Minecraft where it allows the feather in the game to link up with the feather in real life. So we have this one hooked up to pin D13, which is the little LED on the feather, so I can turn it on and off using the lever inside of Minecraft. Cool. We also have D5 over here. It's hooked up to an LED, just an external one, so essentially the same thing, but we can turn that one on and off. And then we can also do inputs the other way. So these ones are hooked up to pistons, and I have them hooked up to these buttons. I can push the button down, and it will raise the piston. And this one's also cool because it has this bouncy block on the top of it. So when you push it, it will kind of bounce you up into the air, which is a lot of fun.
That's so fun.
And then I have 2 more here. This one will shoot a snowball. I can push the button here, and it will fire a snowball out of the little dispenser here. And then this one over here is the last one that I have hooked up, which is hooked up to this physical switch. So it's like a big old metal switch up here that you switch back and forth. And you can flip the switch to open the secret door there. Walk through, get to the other side, and you can switch it right back like that to close it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So, yep, that's what I've been up to. Again, thanks definitely to Noe and Pedro. It would definitely not have been as cool without this model. This was really cool the way that it got imported, but this has been a lot of fun. So,
love it. This is really terrific. Is this something that you are going to show people how to do or share, or maybe just demo it for the
definitely concept? So I have I've streamed a bunch of the work that went into it. If folks are interested, I have a couple 3 or 4 streams on YouTube and Twitch. You can find them where I went through the process of making this. And I definitely will publish all the code and everything as well, the plugin and the code that runs on the Feather.
That's great. Thanks for doing that. This is really, it's just a joy to watch that. That's really fun.
Thank you.
Great job. Thanks, Tim.
Yep. Thanks. See ya.
All right. That's super, super cool. Let's see. Next up, we've got Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hey, hopefully my camera's not too laggy. OBS is being a little weird on me today. But yeah, recently, actually last week, I got the new QT-Pi, the ESP32S2 one, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. One of the things I did was this. I basically, is that showing on the screen? I don't. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Yep. Basically, I put together a whole bunch of different like example code and stuff, like mashed it all together, so I could get JSON API data. And I wrote like a little thing with it. And then another thing I've been doing with it. Oh, not that. There we go. Hopefully that shows up. But I'm trying to make another watch. I made another watch before with the Glasses driver board, and it got timed with Bluetooth, but because this syncs with Wi-Fi, I can just get the Wi-Fi syncing from a web server. So that's the idea behind it.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, my camera's super laggy. I don't know what's going on with OBS, but hey.
Right, but cool projects. And those are both, did you say those are both with the new S2? The QT-Pi?
Yeah, it's both with the new ESP32S2 QT-Pi, which is super fun. I'll post the JSON parsing thing in the Discord.
Awesome, good. Thanks for doing that. Those are looking really cool. It's very exciting.
Thanks.
All right, thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Okay, next up we've got Liz, Blitz City DIY. Hey, Liz.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, thanks. What's happening here? It's very yellow and cool looking.
Yes. So I've built up a passive mixer. So it's a 4 input, 1 output. And passive mixers are cool because they don't need any power. So if I just bring up the main out, got 2 synths going. And
we're not seeing camera update, but we did hear hear your synths getting mixed, but it's it got frozen, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But we can imagine what happened. You turned some knobs on that
I twisted the pots. Yeah, and there's going to be a Learn guide coming out on this. I just got into a review this afternoon. So
excellent. And so this is just, you said it's passive mixer, so it is just pretty much potentiometers.
Yeah, I can.
And jacks.
Yeah, so we've got the guts here.
Oh, we're still not seeing any image updates. Oh. No. So we'll have to look at the guide then, or come on back next week and we'll take a look inside. Very cool and beautiful print. Thanks for putting that together and showing it off.
Thank you. Okay, have a good one.
Bye. Okay, let's see. Next up we have Dylan. Hey, Dylan.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. How about you? What's going on?
So I have a little keyboard project to show. I'm going to try to flip my camera. I think I just, I might have to, I haven't used this app before. All right, hey, there we go. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so I kept seeing this cute little keyboard called the 2% Milk all over the internet, and so this is kind of my little remix of that. It's a 2% popsicle.
It's adorable.
Oh, sorry, I can't quite.
Oh no! Well, maybe he'll come back, but that was too adorable. I'm dying to know what went into the making of that little popsicle macro pad. So try to come on back in if you can. Otherwise, please come back next week. All right, let's see. Let's move on. We've got Duke here waiting to come on. So we'll, yeah, I think they got booted. They might have touched the wrong button on their app. All right, so Duke, hey.
Hello.
Hello.
So actually, my project could directly relate from Dan's improvements that he's been making.
Yeah.
So I've been working on some lights to put in the back of the soft top of my truck. So it's got the aluminum rails that the soft top drapes over. And so I've been going through and slowly designing iterations of clamps to clamp around that pole. And then I've kind of ended up at this final design where I feel like it's not going to push against the fabric and minimizes hardware and is flexible enough to get around the pole. And so what I'm going to do is it's got two poles that go across that I want to put like precisely a meter of LEDs across. Let me see if I can share this.
There we go.
So been working with a NRF 52840 and a couple of the new potentiometers and some rotary. So we have brightness controls,
nice
color control, and then a mode button or mode rotary. So then what I want to do is use the second rotary to select an effect, and then the select one to select the mode. Right now, I just have it on one rotary. But it definitely would benefit from
yes,
asynchronous input.
So many projects do. That's great. Oh, it's really cool. So this is going to be, you said it's going to be interior lighting?
Yeah, so it's a soft top that goes over the bed of a truck. And so if you're camping out of the bed of the truck, having lights inside would be nice. So one of the effects that I was actually playing with was actually the sparkle effect that I believe Kattni did. Where it kind of will do like a little night sky blink of lights.
Nice.
Too.
That's really cool.
And then just even if I'm working out of the back of the truck, if I just need to get something at night or whatnot, be able to turn it on.
Crank it up.
So one of the things I actually did too is that it has a high brightness mode where these are RGBW LEDs.
Okay.
But I have a pretty small BEC that can't handle both strips at full brightness with RGB and W on, but it'll work for the burst. So I programmed a timeout where it can only be running in that for like 30 seconds, and then it requires a 30-second cooldown before it'll allow you to do it again.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Very cool. Well, nice looking project, and please come on back and show us some pictures of it or video of it up in the truck when you get that snapped into there with your little clamps. Very cool project.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks, dude. Take care.
All right.
Okay. Well, I think that's going to do it. We are going to have a few minutes to go and grab a beverage before we have Ask an Engineer coming up just in 5 minutes. So stay tuned for that. And please come on by next week with your projects. Thanks everyone for bringing your excellent projects on this week to Show and Tell for Adafruit Industries. I'm John Park, and I will see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow on John Park's workshop, in fact. Bye-bye.